Shuyi unlocks the Burnout System and becomes a broadcaster. As long as you earn enough 200 rewards, you can download and receive generous rewards. Love songs are boring. A song called The Most Dazzling Ethnic Style has sparked a craze for square dancing. Did the audience turn green? A song called Happy Breakup has awakened countless licking dogs. Is the difficulty of the song too low? The singing style of the Peking Opera, Drunk New Consort, shocked the whole audience. But every time the gift is given, the audience is waiting for the appearance of the old six anchor. Sing halfway, it's down. Complaint audience. We posted 666, not to make you really be the sixth one. The appearance of broadcasters who make the entire network feel heartbroken. Audience. Please don't give this be a gift as a reward. If he has money, it's really going to be broadcasted. However, Shuyi stated that in addition to being a bad anchor, he also has various professions waiting to be unlocked, such as being a bad chef, a bad screenwriter, and a bad director. So, the roasted goose legs that made the top students in the northern Qing dynasty flock to. The queue has just arrived, the chef has withdrawn from the stall. Live script writing, live filming, real-time playback. Seeing the climax, the director shouted, "Stuck." Shuyi, who was wanted by the entire internet, said calmly, "Internal competition has ruined one's life. It's so easy to mess around, everyone rest early. See you tomorrow." Chapter 1. Awakening after 2.5 years of system crash. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Linjiang City. At the entrance of No. 1 Middle School. Ding ling ling. As soon as the bell rang, the last exam of the college entrance examination also ended. The students walked out of the examination room in a grand manner. In the corridor. As soon as Shuyi walked out of the exam room, his close friend Zhou ran over and grabbed Shuyi, saying, "Brother Yu, how did you do on the exam?" Shuyi disdainfully knocked off Zhou's hand and said, "It's okay, it's playing normally." "Oh, what are you doing?" Zhou looked injured. "Get lost." Shuyi wished he could kick this guy down the stairs. Coincidentally, Zhou's phone rang and he said, "Brother Yu, my parents called. I'll go out first. Goodbye, I love you." Shuyi was covered in goosebumps. However, he quickly focused all his attention on his own head. Why hasn't there been a prompt yet? In fact, he is not a person from this world. 2.5 years ago. He traveled from Earth to this planet called Blue Star and became a high school student. Crossing the day. The system has awakened. Ding, woo woo woo, this system also has a host that can be bound. The system immediately burst into tears at Shuyi. "Tongzi, I thought I would never have a host bound to me again in my lifetime. I'm so happy. Master, let's bind now." The name of this system is Penlao. Buzzing. Halfway through the conversation, the system suddenly got stuck. Immediately after, waves of electric current echoed through Shuyi's mind. Damn it. Intracranial impact. Shuyi wished he could pull out his brain. But as soon as he thought about binding the system and embarking on the brilliant life of marrying by Fumei, he didn't mind. However. Next second. The system is down. Due to the long-term failure of this system, all internal components have rusted and require restructuring. The next recovery time will be after the host's college entrance examination. Note. The host can recharge this system by working hard to learn, exercising, and adopting a lifestyle that does not compromise. After hearing the system prompt, Shuyi rolled his eyes and said, "I now know why no one is binding you. Defective system." Omega, I didn't hear it, I don't know, host, come on. 2.5 years. 2.5 full years. Shuyi goes to bed and wakes up early, studies hard, keeps fit, and is willing to help others. The system did not awaken, on the contrary, Shuyi, relying on his excellent appearance, applied to more than 10 film and drama schools, including Emperor Capital, Magic Capital, Maple City, and Rongcheng. He passed the initial exam, first, second, and third exams smoothly. Now as long as Shuyi passes the cultural course exam, he will step into university with both feet. It seems that the system will only awaken after the entire process of the college entrance examination is completed. Shuyi said helplessly. At this moment, the bell for the end of the exam is still ringing. System. I am very rigorous finally, after the last exam bell stopped. A long-lost voice appeared in Suyu's mind. Wakaka, dear host, long time no see. 2.5 years have passed. Have you followed the instructions of our teacher to practice basketball, rap, study, and rap every day? Shuyi suppressed his anger and threatened, give you 3 seconds to complete the binding. Otherwise, I will return to the factory and destroy it for you. Unlike the last system awakening, this time, as soon as the system awakened, Suyu's pocket appeared with a system manual. The system trembled. Follow the process, I'll leave now, I'm really scared. It's hard to find the host, but it must not be returned. Hello handsome and handsome host, this system is called the occupation defeat system. As the saying goes, in 360 lines, the top scorer comes out of each line. When the sky falls, there will be the top scorer supporting it. Therefore, it is better not to slack off at this time, but to wait for a while. Please start extracting the first profession to be defeated. Once the initial profession is determined, this system will distribute a defeat gift package to the host. Shuyi grabbed his size 42 slippers from the system and smashed them hard on Tongzi 38's face. Mom! What a professional placement system! What a face to say! Moreover, the most important thing is how he can embark on the brilliant life of marrying by Fumei, even if it's all ruined. Host, please be calm, the system said with a blue nose and swollen face. Woo, I haven't finished speaking yet. Looking at Shuyi who had already flipped through the system user manual, the system suddenly panicked. Speak up if you have something, let go if you have fart. Shuyi pointed to the customer service hotline for repairs. Give you one last chance. Upon seeing this, the system quickly responded, host, rest assured that Tongzi will never disappoint you. Although the work is done poorly, Tongzi's rewards can be very rich. You only need to complete daily tasks to receive a large amount of legal rewards. So, please quickly draw the initial profession, Tongzi. I really have many functions, please, okay. Shuyi looked at the professional roulette wheel that appeared in front of him. Start extracting. Schwa. The wheel rotates. Stop. The wheel gradually slowed down in response. Finally. 5 seconds later. The wheel stops rotating completely. Ding, congratulations to the host for obtaining the initial profession. Playful anchor, now we are starting to distribute the damaged gift package to the host. Parent host, would you like to open it now? The current system is extremely respectful of Suyu's decision to return it to the factory for destruction. Open it. Ding, congratulations to the host for opening the beginner gift pack and receiving the following rewards. 1. The live broadcast room attracts 10,000 viewers. 2. A set of top-notch live streaming equipment. 3. Chinese music library, all songs from Earth that have no copyright disputes on Blue Star, including their lyrics and scores, can be extracted once a day. Once unlocked, the host can interpret any songs extracted from this library to a perfect level. Blue Star is a world that places great emphasis on copyright. If copyright infringement is involved and the circumstances are serious, there may be a risk of imprisonment. Subsequently, the system reminded Shuyi. Ding. Host, all the gift packages for the show have been distributed. Now, let's start the show as a bad anchor. Occupation. Slam the anchor, daily task. Earn 200 and then drop the broadcast. Chapter 2. Being backstabbed by a security officer. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Suyu's phone vibrated a bit. Shunfeng Express. Mr. Su, your package is currently being delivered and is expected to be delivered to your doorstep from 13.00 to 14.00. It's a courier text message. It has to be said that the system efficiency is still acceptable. Suyu quickened his pace and quickly left the crowd behind and arrived at the school gate. Suddenly, a silver bell-like voice came from beside me. Desk mate, how did you do on the exam? Suyu turned his head and saw Bai Feifei walking towards him with a faint smile and hope. It's average. Suyu said truthfully. Compared to academic achievers like Bai Feifei who sprint to the north, he did average in his exams. Cut it off, just pretend. As long as you pass the undergraduate level, all the film schools in China cannot force you to choose. That's also thanks to our school flower's usual tutoring. Suyu raised his eyebrows, and Bai Feifei suddenly blushed. Just as the two were chatting, an untimely voice suddenly appeared. Suyu, everyone in the class will have a dinner at Jinbao Pavilion tomorrow. You must go. Zhu Qingbo wore a hypocritical smile on his face and said, I'm sure both Feifei and I can go to a university in Qingbei Middle School, but you're different. We won't be the same school in the future, and it won't be so easy to get together again. After Zhu Qingbo finished speaking, a proud smile appeared on his strange and gloomy face. Bai Feifei rolled her eyes and whispered to Suyu, don't pay attention to him. Suyu nodded back and said, it's all because of you. Suyu has long been accustomed to such things. To blame, one can only blame Bai Feifei as the school belle, and she is also his desk mate. Suyu usually goes to various provinces to participate in art exams and training, so every time he returns to school, he asks Bai Feifei to help him with tutoring. As soon as they came and went, there were rumors of their romantic relationship circulating in school. This makes those men who like Bai Feifei extremely hate Suyu. As the saying goes, the revenge of taking a wife. We can't stand it together. Big star, you should have time to attend, right? After Zhu Qingbo finished speaking, he pretended to have a sudden realization and looked concerned. You see, I've forgotten. You must have spent a lot of money on the art exam recently. If you're worried about the cost, as the class monitor, I'll give you your share. No need. Suyu shook his head, and at this moment, the phone in his pocket rang. He opened the screen and saw that it was from Shunfeng Express. Feifei, I have something urgent to attend to. I'll leave first. Seeing this, Bai Feifei grabbed Suyu and said, table mate, tomorrow's dinner, if possible. You must go. Although she hates Zhu Qingbo very much, she has to admit that what Zhu Qingbo said is also true. After graduation, the two of them may never see each other again. So Bai Feifei really wants Suyu to attend tomorrow's class gathering. Suyu smiled and said, desk mate, don't worry, I will definitely go tomorrow. That's good hee, wait for you. Bai Feifei let go of Suyu and gave a brilliant smile. Her obsidian-like eyes emitted a pearl-like radiance. Seeing this scene, Zhu Qingbo's teeth itched with hatred. Damn it. Bai Feifei has never laughed at him like this before. Zhu Qingbo shook off the car key in his hand and wanted to retrieve the venue. Suyu, let me take you and Feifei back. I just got my driver's license as an adult, and my parents just brought me a BMW, which is not expensive, it's only 600,000 yuan, right? Suyu raised his eyebrows and smiled, I'm sorry, class monitor. It's only 600,000 yuan. You can't boast about it. Don't you know that I usually take a 7-digit shuttle bus when I go out? Zhu Qingbo was taken aback and chuckled lightly, 7 figures, millions. You can just brag. At this moment, a green new energy bus appeared in sight. Linhai No. 1 Middle School has arrived. Please hurry up and get off at the back door. Sorry, My driver reminded me that I need to get on the bus now. Shuyi pulled out his bus card in front of Zhou Qingba and Bai Feifei. Ding. Student card, please get in the car. Bai Feifei covered her mouth and said, hee 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 hee. Shuyi is still as interesting as ever. Half an hour later. Suburban areas. BUN community is about to arrive. Passengers who arrive at the station are requested to prepare to get off through the back door. Shuyi stood in front of the two big sisters with huge objects and awkwardly said, I'm sorry, please make way. The bus is full of people. Sorry, little brother, we really can't move. Shuyi was in a dilemma and said, but I'm about to get off the car. At this point, the bus had already slowed down, and Shuyi was still stuck. The two little sisters gritted their teeth and closed their eyes, saying, forget it, you can squeeze past. Well, then I'm not polite. I'll go in. At the entrance of BUN community. It's such a big sun, just put the things here. When Xiao Su comes back later, I'll remind him to take them. The security guard advised. The delivery guy shook his head with a bitter smile and said, Grandpa, thank you. However, this delivery is really too expensive, and Mr. Su must personally sign for it. Upon hearing this, the security guard chuckled and said, oh my, what valuable things can Xiao Su buy? His only valuable item is spending money to buy a dummy. Bus stop signs. Shuyi squeezed in and out like a cat. As soon as he got out of the car, he unintentionally turned around and saw several big brothers sitting by the window, handing him murderous looks. It's too dangerous outside, let's go home. Shuyi had just taken a few steps when he heard the security guard in the community promoting his glorious deeds again. Grandpa Lu, how many times have I said that it was the fitness equipment I bought, but it was packaged into a human shape by the merchant. The security guard shook his head and said, in the world of young people, we old men don't understand. If that's also called sports equipment, isn't doing that kind of thing called aerobic exercise? Shuyi sighed helplessly and said, Grandpa, don't you understand? It's because you've learned too much knowledge and it's too complicated. Security guard Mr. Lu pointed to Shuyi and said to the delivery guy, alright, he's the Shuyi you're looking for. Mr. Su, that's great. Finally, we've waited for you. The delivery man walked over quickly, holding a receipt in his hand and said, Mr. Su, the live streaming equipment you ordered online has arrived. Please check it and if there are no problems, you can sign it. Okay. Shuyi glanced at the packaging and found no damage, so he signed directly. After all, with system security, he is still very confident. Help me deliver it up. Shuyi glanced at it and found that the equipment was very well prepared, but it was a bit difficult for Shuyi to get it upstairs alone. Mr. Lu, I brought this courier inside. The security guard walked out of the duty room, glanced at the two of them, and whispered to the delivery man, that young man, be careful. Shuyi. Uncle Lu, are you my little black boy? Grandpa Lu snorted coldly and said, how do I know if the fitness equipment you bought last time was for a man or a woman? Take precautions. I don't want social hot news in our community. Half an hour later. With the help of the delivery guy, all the live streaming equipment has been set up. Shuyi searched online and found that this set of top-level live streaming equipment is worth over 600,000 yuan. If he remembers correctly, the BMW in Zhou Qingba's hand happened to cost only 600,000 yuan. Shuyi tried and found that there was no problem with the operation of the device, so he directly started TikTok live broadcast. Name of the live broadcast room. After the college entrance examination ends, earn tuition fees. If you earn enough, stop broadcasting. Ding dong. Did the host use the newbie gift package as a gift to attract 10,000 viewers? Use it. Shuyi nodded. Chapter 3 Song. Days on Beijing East Road. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Live streaming room. After receiving a wave of traffic, the number of people continued to soar. However, upon seeing the name of Suyuchi's live broadcast room, the newly arrived audience began to mock him. I have browsed more than 10 live rooms with this name. The same gimmicks are all about earning tuition fees by ending the college entrance examination live streaming, and I seriously suspect that these people are all trained by a live streaming company. Students who immediately think about making money through live streaming after the college entrance examination are probably not doing well on their phones and are preparing for college. Shuyi ignored these barrage comments. Taking advantage of the idle time when the audience is still constantly coming in, we started extracting today's songs. Ding dong. Congratulations to the host for drawing a song from the Chinese music library. Days on Beijing East Road. Surprisingly, this song. Shuyi was somewhat surprised. This is a song created by a group of talented high school students from Daxia country to commemorate their passing high school life after the college entrance examination. The song, with its fresh, authentic, and unpretentious style, has caused considerable popularity on the internet. Coincidentally, Blue Star Dragon Country is also ending its annual college entrance examination. As the saying goes, the timing, location, and people are in harmony. Shuyi has taken everything. Ding dong. The creative process, score, and all related techniques of the relevant songs have been synchronized with the host. Please accept them. Shuyi nodded and said, accept. The lyrics that were not entirely clear in Suyu's mind were now incredibly clear. Score, singing techniques also integrated with Suyurong. Shuyi is confident that even a world-class singer would not be able to sing this song better than him. Ding dong. System-friendly reminder, the 10,000 traffic in the live broadcast room has been completed. Please grasp the timing. Shuyi was taken aback and said, time is only because. Time is chicken. Timing. The system has finally exposed its chicken feet. Anchor, I'll give you a flower as a reward. You can quickly open and close and dance. Anchor, I have already ordered the free little heart for you. Can we proceed with the next broadcast? Now the TikTok drainage is so bad that any anchor will recommend it to us. Damn it, if he doesn't show his face yet, if he's a handsome little brother, I'll just post a carnival and ask him to come and play fireworks with me. Rich lady sister, don't be deceived by him. Even if he earns 2,000, he won't broadcast it. No, anchor, what kind of talent do you have? Hurry up, otherwise we'll all leave. Shuyi adjusted the microphone to the most comfortable angle and said, welcome all brothers and sisters to my live broadcast room. I noticed that everyone is questioning the title of my live broadcast room. I want to say if you earn enough 200, you can download it. As soon as Shuyi finished speaking, the audience interacted with him again. With your level of live streaming skills, it's estimated that you won't earn 200 yuan in a summer vacation. Wow, the anchor's voice sounds so good. Can you record the wake up bell? If possible, I can give you a reward for a plane. Don't fall for it, the anchor. There's a man upstairs. I think he needs to listen to your voice and take a plane to make it real. I also think the voice of the anchor is very pleasant to listen to. If the anchor is handsome, you can consider stepping aside. When I thought of the little brother with such a beautiful voice brushing by, my sister's saliva flowed all over the floor. Wipe the glass, wipe the glass. Shuyi smiled and said, I am a serious talent anchor. Now I will sing a song for everyone. If you think it sounds good, please give me some tips. Talent anchor. Singing. Wow, my little brother's singing voice must be very pleasant. Singing. Forget it, the Dragon Kingdom music scene has long been ruined. Nowadays, internet celebrities singing is either plagiarism or drool songs are boring. Last month, it was not a talent blogger with hundreds of thousands of fans who was exposed for plagiarizing songs from beautiful country. It's really disgusting. If it's copied from a domestic singer, I'll just grab it and pick up soap. Obviously, apart from the group of young ladies who thought Shuyu's voice was pleasant, everyone else had no expectations for the songs Shuyi would perform next. Withdrawal, withdrawal. I don't want to be deaf. I didn't feel nauseous after just having lunch. Just as that group of people was preparing to leave, a pleasant accompaniment suddenly sounded in the live broadcast room. The audience was taken aback. Come on, really? I feel that the accompaniment is pretty good. Let's listen for a while. Shuyi started singing. At the beginning, we were all children, the last desire to become an angel, the nursery rhymes hide the shadow of fairy tales where should children fly to at the beginning, we were all children, the last desire to become an angel, the nursery rhymes hide the shadow of fairy tales where should children fly to the catchy lyrics, combined with Shuyu's pleasant voice, and the complimentary singing skills. As soon as he spoke, he grabbed everyone's ears in the live broadcast room. It sounds great, it's so beautiful. I don't know why, but when I heard this song, I actually remembered my high school life. Isn't the anchor saying that the college entrance examination is over? This song should be used to commemorate his high school youth. I'm not sure yet, let's listen again. Can everyone stop barrage, it's disturbing my ears. The barrage in the live broadcast room miraculously decreased. Shuyi was not affected by the barrage, and his whole body was immersed in singing the song. If one day you hear someone is speaking those strange languages, if one day you see a street full of notebooks is still the first to learn and enjoy, when one day I sing again, which corner will this song be in? When one day I step into it again, what kind of fallen leaves will this campus be falling into? The fleeting years of memories, a graceful and melodious melody, a fresh and clean voice, and sincere lyrics. Let the audience in the live broadcast room instantly return to their student careers. In the lyrics, there is a campus, which seems to be a song written by the anchor to commemorate 3 years of high school life. It sounds great, it's really amazing. Listening to the accompaniment should be about to reach the climax. I just searched online for the lyrics, but surprisingly they didn't exist. Is it true that they were originally created by the anchor? Mom, I can write such a beautiful song at a young age. Without further ado, I'll give you a pair of sunglasses as a reward. I just mocked the anchor, I rewarded a confession balloon as an apology. At this moment, gifts kept drifting through Shuyu's live broadcast room, mostly not very expensive gifts such as beer, small hearts, and sunglasses. The middle accompaniment ends, and the song begins to enter the first wave of chorus climax. Indicate the distance from the first floor to the fourth floor. Originally, it was only 3 years, representing the gatekeeper uncle and cafeteria aunt. It has a married face. Just 4 short lines of lyrics. Directly let many people present break through the defense. The only thing the teacher didn't deceive us is that 3 years is really short. I wish one day I suddenly woke up and found myself asleep during a class in my 3rd year of high school. Everything I have experienced now is just a dream, and the table is filled with your saliva. It seems like we can go back to high school and have lunch breaks together, do exercises together, and play football on the playground after class. Woo-woo, I miss my high school friends. Quad A Hardware Group. Old Chen. Reward the host with a carnival. Reward the host with a dream castle, Mr. Wang, the manager of Jinbao Pavilion Hotel. Music manager. Chen. Go reward the anchor with a carnival. A wave of gorgeous gift effects fluttered in the live broadcast room. Chapter 4. Earns enough 200, did it really go live? Nima. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please give a reward after the anchor finishes singing? That's right, I'm so afraid that the anchor might be singing and suddenly say, "Thank you, big brother, for the carnival." That's really disappointing. Indeed, I'll wait for the anchor to finish singing before giving a reward. To be honest, this song is really beautiful. Can the anchor follow me after singing? I am Gu, a music manager at Huai Entertainment Company. The audience was overjoyed to see accounts with Big V authentication speak. Great, Huai quickly signed this anchor, and we'll have a new song to listen to then. When a new song is released, I will definitely spend money to buy it. For the sake of my lost youth. I volunteered to make a list for the anchor. But just as everyone was waiting for Shuyi to continue singing, the accompaniment in the live broadcast came to an abrupt end. Why didn't the anchor sing? I'll go, this anchor won't really want to thank a big brother on the list for giving him a gift, it's too disappointing. It seems that this anchor is also a vulgar person. Is there a possibility that this song is a semi-finished product? The second half is not finished yet. In the camera, Shuyi showed half a face, the corners of his mouth raised, and he clasped his fists. Su, thank you here for the tips from all the big shots. Just now, the backstage reminded me that the reward amount for this live broadcast has exceeded 200 yuan. Su Mei is Suyu's TikTok ID. The anchor sings well, we still have gifts for you to save. After singing this song, even if I had to sacrifice a layer of skin, I would have to move the small treasury of my private money to give you a carnival as a reward. The married man upstairs is really sad. The anchor should sing quickly, don't procrastinate. I'm new here, why did the anchor say it's over 200? If I remember correctly, a carnival costs only 3,000 yuan, and the anchor will get 1,500 yuan. Upon being reminded, the person who entered Suyu's live broadcast room from the beginning suddenly had a bad idea in their mind. If you really earn 200, just download it. I don't think so. I can't pass without an anchor and gifts. After receiving the prompt from the system, Shuyi ended his singing and originally intended to quit directly. However, seeing so many people giving tips in the background, he received about 5,000 yuan for this live broadcast. So, Shuyi thinks it's better to tell these viewers to be a polite and juicy child. I have already earned enough tuition today, so I will broadcast it first. Brothers and sisters, look, I didn't lie to you, did I? I really earned 200 yuan and then downloaded the broadcast. The live broadcast room went black. A line of white prompts stabbed everyone's eyes. The live broadcast you watched has ended. You can go to another live room or follow the host. You will receive a reminder for the next live broadcast by the host. Audience. At hashtag %% hashtag it. They wanted to curse and couldn't help it. Damn it. Who can find the anchor's address? I'll send him 10 pounds and 9 grams of large intestine. The gaze of someone who wants a knife cannot be hidden. JPG. Is the anchor Lao Lu? This kind of behavior of suddenly dropping the broadcast halfway through singing is more disgusting than fairy jumping. At least the fairy didn't jump in. I even went in, but suddenly you gave me a damn, this Nima. My heart is like a cat's paw scratching an iron, feeling very uncomfortable now. Others still want to earn 2,000 when they earn 200, but this old 6 is really going to be broadcasted if he earns enough 200. Unfortunately. Whether this audience is leaving messages in the live broadcast room or sending private messages to Shuyi, it is of no use. A certain community. A big brother with bare arms and an impatient face brushed with TikTok. It happened that a female anchor wearing black silk edging was dancing. It's boring. I randomly swiped a few times and clicked on Suyu's account. Suhao, hurry up and start broadcasting, otherwise in society, Brother Dao will be looking for you with a 40-meter big knife. And things like this are happening all over the Dragon Kingdom. A certain company. A secretary was pouring coffee for the manager, but she didn't notice the coffee overflowing. Oh, my goodness. The manager was scalded. Sorry, manager. The secretary quickly wiped it with a tissue. What are you doing? You're absent-minded. After being scolded by the manager, the secretary had some harsh words. She said she watched the live broadcast and her mind was filled with the first half of the songs. Can you believe it, manager? Things like this are happening all over the Dragon Kingdom. At this point, Station B. A video called Original Song by Immortal Anchor That Sounds Great has gone viral. The first half of the video was full of praise for Shuyu's beautiful singing. As a result, in the latter half, Zhou suddenly stopped singing and his Danmu style changed. There are still 3 seconds left until the scene of the century underworld. The anchor is about to take down the broadcast. Old Lu anchor, if you earn enough 200, just drop the broadcast. He's a good person who keeps his word. Nima, who tricked me into coming in. I'm going to kill him. XDM, with 1 click and 3 connections, has gained popularity, causing more people to suffer from the new century's torture. Afterwards, the bullet screen in the first half of this video has also changed. The song is very pleasant to listen to and sings very well. Life advice. When watching this video, please place your phone on a stand and keep it away. This song should only be heard in the sky, rare in the human world. I've heard half of it. It's an honest and trustworthy anchor who broadcasts on time. Huai Company. Wang Chen was so suffocated by Shuyu's sudden broadcast that he almost couldn't catch his breath. Chen, are you okay? Partner Lin Ming asked with concern. I'm fine, Lao Lin. Let me show you a video. I found a good seedling. Lin Ming looked at the recording screen in Shuyu's live broadcast room and commented while listening, the voice is good, the performance is very perfect, the lyrics are not very well written, but the victory lies in genuine emotions, and the chorus part is also sung very well. Ah, it's down. I'm TM, cough cough cough. Lin Ming didn't catch a breath. Understand how I feel now. Wang Chen lamented. And this guy hasn't replied to me yet. On the other side, Shuyi, who is in the center of public opinion, has never been online at all. At the moment he broadcasted, the system directly issued a wave of rewards. Ding dong. Congratulations to the host for completing a terrible live broadcast. Rewards. 1. 10,000 live streaming room traffic. 2. 1 Porsche 911 Turbos 3.8T, 20th Anniversary Edition. 3. Detected that the host has reached adulthood and does not have a driver's license. Special reward. 1 driver's license, the host will automatically receive top-level driving skills after extraction, bullfrogs. Shuyi gave a thumbs up. The system, which received praise, immediately floated up and said, what kind of swelling is it? As I said, this system is strong and considerate. Our main idea is to live a luxurious life while putting it on the shelf. What about my driver's license? The system shyly said, in bed, *******. Shuyi arrived at the bed, where Xiao Ben was lying waiting for his favor. I took out my phone and took a photo. Directly post on social media. Hashtag the bed is too messy, hey hashtag picture. On the gray blanket, there is a black driver's license. Chapter 5 Rewards. Porsche 911, 20th Anniversary Edition. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. This translator is experiencing an error, please try another translator. Chapter 6. Porsche's only downside is that it is too expensive. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Hello car owner, this community does not allow foreign vehicles to enter. Please park here. Mr. Liu, the security guard, showed rare politeness for no other reason. With so many years of work experience, the car in front of him is definitely a top-tier sports car worth millions. So even if it cannot be released, Grandpa Liu is still polite. He must not become the kind of blind security guard in urban novels, and then be severely beaten in the face. As the car window rolled down, Grandpa Luke guessed in his heart, I don't know which young master it is. As a result, take a look. It's an old acquaintance. Xiao Su, why are you? Grandpa Lu looked surprised. Uncle Lu, this is the new car I just bought. Remember to register it secretly and pay the parking fee when I have the cash. Suyu handed a bag of huazi. Grandpa Lu didn't answer, but stared at Suyu with a scrutinizing gaze and said, Xiao Su, to be honest with Grandpa, you haven't done anything bad lately, have you? What's wrong? Stealing a car. Suyu. Grandpa Lu, I understand now. You are my little black boy. Are you really not stealing a car, kid? No way. How did you get this car? Grandpa Lu continued to ask questions. It was left for me by my parents. Suyu casually made up a reason. Before my parents passed away, they left it for me. I can only open it when I reach adulthood. It's still possible. Mr. Lu pondered for a moment. However, the urban novels I've been reading lately do have this kind of plot, okay. Grandpa Lu took huazi and said, go in. Suyu shook his head and roast, Uncle Lu, if you want me to tell you, you are just learning something. Go back to the room. Suyu played with the key carved into a mini Porsche. Lying in bed, he sighed, the life of a wealthy person is really good. Host, I'm wrong. It's such a good life with money and extravagance. System correction. I have nothing to do. Suyu opened the class WeChat group. Unexpectedly, someone was discussing his car inside. Zhang Xian. At Zhu Qingba, class monitor, guess what I saw on the road today? Zhu Qingba. Curiosity. Because he wants to maintain the good image of the class monitor, Zhu Qingba basically has it must return in the group. Zhang Xian. Porsche 20th Anniversary Edition. I searched and found that the lowest one costs 3 million. Zhu Qingba looked impatient when he saw the message sent by Zhang Xian. He just boasted about his 600,000 yuan BMW on his social media, and this guy mentioned a 3 million yuan Porsche in the group. Is this intentional dismantling of his car? Zhu Qingba. I took a look at the photo you posted and the full price of this sports car should be around 3.4 million yuan, which is much more expensive than my BMW. However, if I had that much money, I would have bought another supercar because this Porsche sports car is not really cost-effective. Subsequently, Zhu Qingba quickly tapped the screen with his fingers, detailing the advantages and disadvantages of this sports car from various aspects. Zhang Xian. Class monitor Niu Wao. Chen Fei. Class monitor, what an expert. Lan Yiwen. I really admire the class monitor. He studied well and has a wide range of knowledge. Seeing everyone's messages. Zhu Qingba was greatly satisfied in his heart, and this pressure was well put in place. Zheng Zhe. Cut, if you ask me, this Porsche has only one drawback, which is that it is too expensive. Zhu Qingba was choked by Zheng Zhe's words and almost couldn't catch his breath. Suyu smiled, muted his phone, and after a tiring day, he fell asleep directly. However, Suyu slept soundly. Someone can root it. Ben. Sleep. No. Go. TikTok. Many bloggers recorded footage of Suyu's live broadcast, edited it into a video, and earned a wave of traffic. Cover blogger. Is Su Wei the big shot online yet? Hurry up and go online. I can't wait to cover this song. I'm so angry. I knew I wouldn't give him a reward. The number of followers of Su Wei Lao Lu has exceeded 500,000 from zero, but as a result, no one has gone online to start a live broadcast. Begging the big shot to start a live broadcast and sing the song Days on Yanjing East Road in full once. Can you change the setting of TikTok? Now, if Su Wei doesn't reply to me, I can only send him a private message. Basically. Below each talent video, you can find messages related to Shuyi. There is no other reason. Shuyi's singing is really amazing. However, Shuyi's explosive popularity has enabled many entertainment companies to quickly capture a glimmer of business opportunities. That is, songs related to student careers are a major gap in the Longwa music market. So, on Weibo, major entertainment companies have announced that their artists are about to release new songs. Longting Entertainment Company. The song of Kai Jeezy's debut is about to be released. Everyone is looking forward to it, and I will secretly tell you that this song is related to everyone's student days. Time Entertainment Company. Our newly launched Three Little Ones group is about to release a new song, and we hope everyone can support us. The next day, early in the morning, Shuyi opened his eyes and found that his WeChat account was almost destroyed. Zhengzai. Brother you, why do I feel so much like you with this product? By Feifei. Desk mate, this can't be you, can it? Except for these two people chatting about themselves privately. Shuyi also found that his live streaming video had been uploaded to the class group. Zhangxian. This original campus song sounds great. To be honest, I feel a bit like Shuyi. Wang Lei. I also think it's a bit similar. Lin Fei plus 10086, our class is really going to produce a big star. Immediately after, many people were at Shuyi. Unfortunately, at that time, Shuyi was sleeping. I didn't even pay attention to them. However, when Zhu Qingba saw everyone discussing Shuyi in the group, it seemed as if he, as the leader of the group, or perhaps as the class monitor, had always been accustomed to the self-esteem of classmates who should focus on themselves being challenged. The speaker said, although I have always thought that Shuyi is very talented, I don't think he is because the set of devices displayed in the live broadcast just now, I searched and found that the total value is 600,000 yuan. As expected, after Zhu Qingba finished speaking this sentence, the people behind him were not at Shuyi. Zhang Xian. The class monitor knows so much, even has some experience in live streaming equipment. Zhu Qingba. No, it's just that a relative at home is producing this type of equipment. Next, the focus of the group returned to Zhu Qingba. Shuyi shook his head and replied directly to Zhengzai and Bai Feifei, it's really me. As for those people in the group, since they don't believe it's themselves, there's no need to reply. The two quickly replied to Shuyi. Zhengzai. Great, I am now very much looking forward to the reaction of Zhu Qingba and his group when they learn that Go is the boss of Shuyi. Bai Feifei. Wow, desk mate. You need to be careful when you go out recently. The whole network is asking for your home address with a lot of money, and everyone is saying they want to send you blades. Bai Feifei's words reminded Shuyi that he downloaded the broadcast too quickly yesterday and forgot to withdraw the gift. After all, refueling sports cars nowadays is also a considerable expense. So Shuyi opened TikTok. Ding 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 ding, countless beeps. Get your phone stuck in the explosion. Chapter 7 Shuyi. Is overtime all because of me? You are listening at Novel Full.audio. 99 plus unread messages. Shuyi glanced at it and at least there must be thousands of private messages. One is the attention reminder, which shows that his, Shuyi, TikTok fans have exceeded 500,000. Another type is using private messages to urge for more memes. Hey boss, when are you going to live stream? Kneel down and beg Sue to feed the boss to finish singing the song. The man in the video is called Shuyi, and he is about to be stabbed by a small knife. I beat up my younger brother who just finished the college entrance examination 3 times, but he still doesn't admit to being Shuyi. What should I do? Boss, can I cover this song, The Day of Yanjing East Road. Hello Sue, I am Chengu, the music manager. Your song is very beautiful. We would like to offer you an olive branch. Please make sure to follow me for more details. Thank you. If it was not for the stranger restrictions on TikTok, I was afraid that Shuyu's TikTok account would break 10,000. However, these private messages also made Shuyi realize that the music industry in Longwa really needs high-quality works. Shuyi took a look at the time. 2 hours before the students had dinner together, he recorded the whole day on Beijing East Road and published it on TikTok's works. In order to correspond with the cities of Longwa, Shuyi also thoughtfully changed Beijing to Yanjing. At the same time, various parts of the Dragon Kingdom. Many people have received a prompt from TikTok on their mobile phones. The blogger you are following, Shuyi, has released a new work. For a while, Shuyu's 500,000 new fans have clicked on TikTok to enter the work interface and enjoy the complete song just released. In the introduction of the work, a large line of characters was written. This song can be used for non-commercial covers, etc. Additionally, thank you for your liking. After listening to a song, I am satisfied. I have entered a wise state. Isn't it, buddy? Can we also charge? Shuyi, the boss of the century, actually agreed to a free cover, and I cried to death. Even a small blogger cried to death. I really love Shuyi's song too much, I'll go cover it now. Less than half an hour. The total number of reposts and comments on Shuyu's works has exceeded 200,000, and the number of likes has exceeded 1 million. This data is exaggerated even if it is put in the TikTok head anchor. TikTok Data Monitoring Unit. Supervisor, there is a blogger whose TikTok works are rising rapidly. Chen Wen looked at a series of data routing diagrams on the computer and frowned, asking, the back-end data has been detected, are you sure it's not flashing? The staff shook their head and said, make sure it wasn't brushed. Chen Wen licked her lips excitedly and said, then we found another future big anchor. Click on his works and I'll take a look. Okay. For a moment, the entire office was filled with the voice of Shuyi singing. After singing a song, Chen Wen took a deep breath and said, let's see if there are any major music platforms and music managers among Shuyi's followers. Have the staff quickly searched. NetEase Cloud Music, Penguin Music, and Kugu Music have all paid attention to Shuyi. In addition, more than 10 entertainment companies, including Tianyu Media Company, Xingjian Music Company, and Tianlai Music Company, have also paid attention to Shuyi. Chen Wen frowned and quickly said, immediately called the manager of the Soda Music Department, and forget it, let me go and consult with the leader. Chen Wen just turned around and was ready to leave. The staff suddenly interrupted, Supervisor, Shuyi has started withdrawing funds from the account, but according to regulations, the earliest application for the current month can only be received on the 4th of next month. You are responsible for reviewing. As long as the amount matches, make sure to transfer the money to Shuyi's account within half an hour. Received. On the other side. After completing a series of gift withdrawal steps, Shuyi was informed that the earliest it would be received was next month. I just feel a mouthful of old blood blocking my chest. Forget it, platforms have their own rules. If you want to withdraw money at any time, wouldn't it be chaotic? Shuyi glanced at the time and saw that it was almost the agreed-upon gathering time before departing from the community. At the entrance of the community, Shuyi was stopped by security guard Mr. Liu. You haven't been caught yet. Shuyi rolled his eyes and said, Old Heisey. Boom. The supercar accelerated and quickly disappeared from Grandpa Liu's sight. Grandpa Liu chuckled and said, then I can rest assured to smoke Huazi. Linjiang City. A hotel street. Shuyi looked at the cars in front and back and couldn't help but sigh, today is not a weekend, why are so many people coming to have dinner? The boredom of traffic congestion. Shuyi looked out and saw several middle-aged men with big bellies greeting each other. Old classmate, long time no see. Hurry up, get in quickly, you're just one person away. On the other side. It was several beautiful young women carrying bags, showing off their families and children to each other. Shuyi propped his hand on the car door in frustration. Drive a supercar and cannot accelerate. What's the difference between wearing a safety helmet and not allowing anyone to enter for construction? It's almost suffocating. Finally. Half an hour has passed. Shuyi finally arrived at the entrance of Jinbao Pavilion, but unfortunately, all the parking spaces were already full. Find any place to stop for a while. Shuyi glanced at his phone and saw that it was almost the agreed time, and the location of Jinbao Pavilion was on the street next to the hotel, with fewer vehicles driving. Shuyi got off the car and arrived at Jinbao Pavilion. The waiter warmly welcomed him and said, "Sir, welcome. Do you have an appointment? If not, we are already full today." Shuyi took out his phone, glanced at the group notification, and replied, "We have an appointment, it's in the private room of the Lawn brand." The waiter smiled, but still couldn't conceal his fatigue. "Okay, sir, you come with me." Looking at the bustling crowd in the hall, Shuyi remembered the scene of traffic jam just now and instinctively asked, "Why are there so many people today?" Unexpectedly, the waiter thought Shuyi was chatting with her and quickly complained, "Sir, you didn't know that our street has been packed with people in the past few days, and it's all student gatherings. I'm almost exhausted." At this moment, the two of them happened to pass by a table. Shuyi looked over and saw middle-aged people pushing cups and changing cups, reminiscing about their youth and expressing their past feelings. On the other side, in the corner, a middle-aged man and woman confided in each other. "Xiaomei, you were my first love, and even now I still have a place for you in my heart. Nyonyo, we all have families now. Don't say such things again." However, the middle-aged man took advantage of the alcohol's strength and directly blocked the woman's mouth with a French kiss. Shuyi was taken aback and said, "Bull, cow. No wonder everyone says that a classmate gathering destroyed two families. Shuyi believes it now." The waiter saw Shuyi fascinated and quickly smiled, "Sir, let's go this way." "Okay, hee." As soon as Shuyi followed him, he heard the waiter complain. "If I want to talk about it, it's all because of the graduation song named Su Weisu on TikTok." Chapter 8. Car Moving Storm. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Shuyi paused in his footsteps and knowingly asked, Su feed. What does it have to do with him?" Upon hearing these words, the waiter was completely infuriated. Feeling indignant, he said, "You don't understand. Yesterday, this person named Su Wei and Su Wei sang a live song about the days of Yanjing East Road. However, halfway through the song, it was broadcasted and almost suffocated the audience. The waiter's gritted teeth tone proved that she was also one of them. Shuyi followed behind and chuckled. The waiter continued, "This song is about our student days, so many people gather together to reminisce about their youth after listening to it." Shuyi was taken aback and said, "Does this song still have this magical effect?" "Of course." The waiter sighed and said, "Our boss is one of them. Our elementary and middle school classmates have already finished the first 2 drinks, and now we're starting to drink the 3rd high school classmate. Isn't drinking so much that day bad for your health?" Hearing Shuyi's words, the waiter roasted. "Don't worry, our boss's highest education is high school, and no one will accompany him to drink in the 4th scene." Shuyi chuckled. It seemed that the waiter was really tired and crazy. Otherwise, even his boss would have roasted. "We have reached the 2nd floor." The waiter led Shuyi to the entrance of the private room where 2 pots of orchids were placed in front of the door and said, "Sir, we're here. If there's anything else, just ring the bell. If there's nothing else, I'll go down and help. By the way, we'll also take care of your car together." "Thank you." Shuyi felt sorry for touching his head. Inside the private room. "The people have almost arrived. I said Shuyi won't come." Love doesn't come, I really think I'm a big star. That's right, the class monitor has already given a notice in the group. Every time it's him who doesn't come, what are you pretending to be? If you don't have money, just say you don't have money. Don't insist on saying it again and make everyone wait for nothing. Zhengzhe retorted, who told you that Go is not coming? There are still 2 minutes left until the class monitor notifies us. Besides, Go is not a big star, are you? Or do you have to rely on your pockmarked face, fat head and big ears, and pig-like appetite to save the Dragon Kingdom entertainment industry? Zhengzhe, I didn't mention you again. What are you saying about me? I'm warning you not to cause trouble. Seeing the two of them fighting, Zhu Qingba quickly advised, don't argue, but let me tell you, Tian Wenjian is right. If Shuyi really has difficulties, he can tell us. After all, everyone has 3 years of high school and the last meal must be eaten together. Who said I won't come? Shuyi pushed the door open and entered. Brother Yu, come on, the school flower has reserved a spot for you. Zhengzhe shouted. Shuyi looked over and saw Bai Feifei waving at him with a happy expression on her face. Desk mate, come and sit here. Seeing this scene, Zhu Qingba couldn't help but grip the chopsticks in his hand. Class monitor, I'm not late, am I? Shuyi glanced at the time, and there was only 1 last minute left until the agreed gathering time. I'm not late, but I should have arrived earlier. Everyone in the province is waiting for you alone, Zhu Qing said with a smile. Shuyi shrugged and said, oh, I came earlier, but this street is too congested. Zhu Qingba smiled and, using Suyu's words, pretended to be forced. Indeed, when I drove over, this street was indeed very congested. For people with cars, it was simply difficult to move a single step. But actually, it's not appropriate to say that Shuyi is still so late without a car. However, Zhu Qingba's words once again shifted everyone's attention to the past. Thank you, class monitor. I didn't get a taxi today, so the class monitor came specifically to pick me up. During my 3 years in high school, the luckiest thing was having such a responsible class monitor. The class monitor will definitely be stronger than all of us in the future. He is good at studying and has money at home. He is still the only person in our class who has a car. Cut, there should be another person, right? The fat man let out a cold snort. Didn't someone brag in front of the class monitor about taking a 7-digit car for transportation before? Seeing this, Shuyi did not explain either. Even if he explained that the Porsche he saw in the class group was his own, no one would believe it. Zhu Qingba smiled and tried to smooth things out, saying, if Shuyi said there is, then there is. Now that everyone is here, I'll have the waiter serve the dishes. Thanks to the class monitor's advance booking, when I came in today, I heard the waiter say that all the restaurants on this street will be fully booked in the coming days. I also heard from the waiter, it seems that it's because many people come to the classmates' gathering. Upon hearing this, Suyu's mouth curved upwards, and it seemed that the waiter was really tired. See who and who roast. Suyu's heart was filled with guilt. Silently take out your phone and click on an electronic wooden fish on the screen. Merit value +1. Merit value +1. Shuyi stretched lazily and felt refreshed. Everyone ate and drank, and the atmosphere quickly became lively. Although Shuyi was often absent from class in his 3rd year of high school due to his art exam, he had a handsome face and many young students came over to chat him up. Big stars are really popular. Bai Feifei said with some jealousy. Shuyi shrugged and said, it's all friendship. Zhu Qingba saw the two of them sticking so close, and a wave of jealousy surged. He was thinking about how to regain the topic when a male waiter suddenly knocked on the door and walked in. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. There is a car at the entrance that needs to be moved. The waiter in the lobby on the 1st floor said it belongs to our private room, but I'm not sure who it belongs to. Could you please come down and move it? In an instant, everyone's gaze turned to Zhu Qingba. Zhu Qingba smiled and said, I just wanted to have a drink with Shuyi. So Shuyi, we can have it when we come back. Zhu Qingba took out the BMW car key, put the keyring on his index finger, and kept rotating. At this very moment, suddenly someone suggested, why don't we go down together and see the new BMW that the class monitor has bought? Okay, I can just go out and get some air. I'm almost drunk. 100 echoes. Let's go down too. Shuyi took the initiative to say. What are you doing down there? Are you watching him pretend? Zheng Zai's airway. I really don't understand why a class monitor is not a department head, grabbing people's attention every day. Shuyi and Bai Feifei looked at each other and smiled helplessly. It can only be said that there are many people like this. Hurry up and leave. Shuyi took a photo of Zheng Zai. I also drank a lot just now. It's cool and refreshing to go down. Besides, you don't want to sit in my new car. Zheng Zai stood up and smiled, oh my, brother you, this time you're driving a New Year's license on your Qingju bike. You're talking so arrogantly. Soon. Everyone came downstairs. That car is mine, said Zhu Qingba, pointing to a brand new car parked nearby. Wow, class monitor, 666. This car is so new, it looks like it was just picked up. Would you be willing to let your brothers sit on it? Of course. A bald man was sweating profusely and said anxiously, waiter, have you found the car owner? Please, get him down and move the car away quickly. Chapter 9. Encounter with Little Anchor Zhou Shi. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The male waiter quickly said, we're here, just about to go over. The bald man anxiously said, since we're here, let's quickly invite the big shot to move the car. Upon hearing the words, big shot, Zhu Qingba couldn't help but float up. He pressed the key in his hand and the BMW headlights lit up. I don't know who said, class monitor, your car is parked well in the parking space, it's not a problem at all. Yeah. Waiter, did you make a mistake? The male waiter looked at the crowd and said, sorry, everyone, please wait a moment. I'll go to the lobby on the first floor to confirm. I shouldn't have taken the wrong private room. The male waiter walked with lightning speed. It's a Blue brand private room. The female waiter responsible for receiving Shuyi had a puzzled expression on her face. As soon as she followed the male waiter out, she saw Shuyi at a glance. Isn't the car owner here? The male waiter had a bewildered expression on his face. The bald man and Zhu Qingba were also in a state of confusion. Only then, Zheng Zai looked at Shuyi with a surprised expression and said, brother you, what you didn't say earlier was true, right? Not yet waiting for Shuyi to answer him. The waitress walked over quickly and said, sir, I'm sorry to bother you with your meal. This gentleman has reported to us that reversing is a bit inconvenient and he needs your help to move the car out. Okay, let's go. Shuyi nodded. It was because he was parked in the wrong position, so he naturally cooperated unconditionally. Surprisingly, the car that's in the way belongs to Shuyi. Impossible. Isn't his family very poor? I remember Shuyi posted his driver's license on his social media yesterday. Yeah, just now Shuyi said he actually came over a long time ago, it's just traffic jam on this street. Shuyi is not a hidden second-generation wealthy person, is he? No wonder art is so expensive, how could Shuyi's family run out of money? Everyone was whispering to each other. And when the crowd arrived at the nearby parking spot where Shuyi was parked, they couldn't help but take a deep breath. Isn't this the car that was posted in the group yesterday? Porsche 20th Anniversary Edition. After the bald man found out that the car owner was Shuyi, he kept urging, hey buddy, can we hurry up? The earlier you move away, the more reassuring my heart will be. Shuyi had no choice but to take out the car key. Press the button and the headlights will light up. The crowd in the photo couldn't keep their eyes open. Get in the car, start. Boom. The roar of supercars. Many men present were so excited that they almost jumped up. Sure enough, supercar is a man's romance. Shuyi moved the car to a relatively open area. The bald man finally breathed a sigh of relief and said, "Thank you, buddy." Everyone saw the bald man briskly walking 2 or 3 meters before getting into an off-road vehicle. Can't help roast. It's so far away, so let's spend so much time to move the car. The bald man stuck out his soy egg head and said, "Of course, this Porsche is the 20th anniversary edition. If I cut him, there is no place to change parts." After hearing the bald man's words, everyone felt scared and quickly gave up the idea of getting in the car to visit. A car worth 3.4 million yuan, in 7 digits. Zhou is actually by my side. Upon hearing the compliments of the crowd, Zhou deliberately provoked, "Didn't anyone else just believe me?" The fat man blushed and instinctively retorted, "Who knows if this car was rented by Shuyi?" Upon hearing this, the bald man stuck out his soy egg head again and laughed. "Young man, I will give you 20,000 yuan. Can you rent a Porsche for the 20th anniversary? This supercar is limited to 20 units worldwide and is now mostly stored in the garage for collection. Driving directly onto the main road like this is probably the only one, it's really heartwarming. Purely adding traffic to other drivers' friends." The last sentence spoken by the bald man was for Shuyi. After the bald man left, everyone came to their senses and leaned towards the Porsche sports car again. "Everyone, look at the license plates. Lu Q.SY824. Are the first 2 letters Shuyi's capital letter abbreviations? And I remember Shuyi's birthday is on August 24th. Zhou sneered at the fat man, "Did you see that my brother's license plates are all custom-made? He's not angry and his body is so bad that no one can replace him." Unlike others who were cautious, Zhou was fearless, lying in front of him with his hands up and down as if a peerless beauty had nothing on. "Brother you, let me take a seat. I also want to sit." Bai Feifei raised her hand. "Okay." Schwa. Shuyi pressed the key, and the car door was like a pair of butterfly wings. Meanwhile, Zhu Qingbao's face turned green and red, and he remained silent for a long time. After enjoying it for a while, everyone returned to the private room. This time, even when Zhu Qingbao and Shuyi spoke, there was an obvious tone of respect. "Shuyi, everyone is a classmate from high school for 3 years. It's normal for us to have some arguments. Today is graduation dinner, how about going with the wind in the past?" Shuyi nodded and smiled, "Of course not a problem. Shuyi will not intentionally worsen the atmosphere, let alone target someone. After all, after graduation, they don't have many opportunities to see each other again, and who has ever seen an elephant idol searching for an ant?" With Shuyi's words, the atmosphere on stage became lively again. "Shuyi, you're not interesting enough. With so much money in your family, you've been pretending to be poor for 3 years. Perhaps it's the family's test of you go. A 3.4 million yuan supercar, still a commemorative version, how much social energy is needed to buy it?" Although Zhu Qingbao is not accustomed to being ignored, he can only smile bitterly in the face of the huge gap in strength. And Shuyi didn't respond to these words either. Anyway, no matter what he said now, others would believe him. Since that's the case, it's better not to say it. The crowd drank until 9 p.m. before leaving. Jinbao Pavilion, at the entrance. "No one should compete with me. There must be one of my Zhengzai's seats at Porsche tonight. There must also be one of me, Bai Feifei." Bai Feifei's words instantly made the boys present coax. "School flower, I heard that the class monitor also wanted to take you home before, but you refused. Why did you take Shuyi's car? Are you interested in us, Shuyi? Woo, my school flower goddess is also about to be taken down by Zhou. A few boys got drunk and started cheering. I do think so, but unfortunately Shuyi doesn't agree, Bai Feifei said boldly, ouch. The school flower has confessed. Brother, you quickly agree. Upon seeing this scene, Zhu Qingba no longer felt jealous, but instead took it for granted. Shuyi waved his hand and said, all right, everyone, hurry up and withdraw. Let's go too. Shuyi said to Zhengzai and Bai Feifei. It seems we need to find a substitute driver. The three of them all drank alcohol, and Shuyi was the only one with a driver's license among them. At this moment, at the Porsche parking lot, a girl holding a selfie stick was broadcasting live. Brothers, do you see that? What does a rich person mean? This is a rich person. The Porsche 20th Anniversary Edition, limited to 20 units worldwide, is so expensive. That means our outdoor live broadcast is too valuable. Also, brothers, let's make a bet on me. Can Zhou Shuyi get on the car? Live streaming room. A group of water enthusiasts sneered at each other upon seeing the situation. I searched and found out that this car costs 3.4 million yuan. Zhou Jie kept her distance when taking photos, otherwise I'm afraid you might rub against it and lose all your underwear. How do I feel that Sister Zhou doesn't want to get on the car, she wants to get on someone else. Woo, is my goddess also going to be conquered by the divine hero, crying to death? Miss Zhou has a flat chest, and surprisingly, someone still treats her like a woman, fork it out. Just as Zhou Shuyi was preparing to meet her water friends in the live broadcast room, a pleasant male voice came from behind her. Chapter 10. New Songs. The Most Dazzling Ethnic Style. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Excuse me, are you a substitute driver? Shuyi looked at Zhou Shuyi and asked sincerely. Zhou Shuyi was taken aback and lowered her head to take a look at the blue lace jacket she had just bought. Her face turned red and she said, you are the authorized driver. Your whole family is authorized drivers. Live streaming room. Ha ha ha, I laughed to death. Sister Zhou carefully dressed up for an hour, but ended up being treated as a substitute driver. That's the lace outfit that Sister Zhou spent 1,000 yuan on. Actually, Sister Zhou is more like a hungry delivery man. Shuyi felt a bit dizzy while drinking, and only when he approached did he realize that Zhou Shuyi was not wearing a driver's uniform. He looked resentful and said, I'm really sorry, I made a mistake. Zhou Shuyi glanced at Shuyi and said, forget it, considering how handsome you are, our anchor doesn't have the same opinion as you. Could you please make way? Shuyi took out the car key. Buzz. In an instant. The headlights of the Porsche supercar are flashing. Holy crap, Zhou Shuyi was startled and quickly took several steps back. Subsequently, her face blushed even more, and Nima felt embarrassed. Just now, she was boasting shamelessly in the live broadcast room, saying that she must get into this car. However, when the owner arrived, she didn't even recognize it. Seeing the car door open, Zhengzai cheered, I also want to lie down in the back seat and experience the comfortable life of a wealthy second generation. Bai Feifei, who had occupied the space in advance, saw Zhengzai sitting next to her, gritting her teeth and wanting to kick Zhengzai, this big sand skin, off. She has already calculated everything. All three of them have drunk, and no one can drive. So, Shuyi can only sit in the passenger seat or the back seat, and as long as Zhengzai goes to the passenger seat. So there's only her and Shuyi in the back row. In this way, I can use the alcohol to pretend to sleep and rely on Shuyi's shoulder result. Damn it. Bai Feifei cursed softly. Zhengzai said excitedly, school flower, are you also very happy and excited? Bai Feifei said speechlessly, yes, I outside the car. Shuyi took out his phone and said, it seems we need to find a substitute driver. I don't know if the money in WeChat is enough. As a result, Shuyi just unlocked his phone and saw a bank receipt message. TikTok is so fast. Shuyi suddenly became a four-figure tycoon and immediately had the confidence to find a substitute driver. Live streaming room. Sister Zhou, hurry up. Little brother is about to find a substitute driver. Sister Zhou, let me put it here. As long as you can get on the car, I'll give you a carnival as a reward. I'll reward a plane. Seeing that the top two brothers on the live broadcast list were speaking up one after another, Shuyi watched as Shuyi, who was looking for a substitute driver, gathered up her courage and grabbed Suyu's phone. Little brother, are you looking for a substitute driver? Shuyi nodded and said, yes. Shuyi blinked her eyes and asked obsequiously, can you see me? Live streaming room. Wow. Sister Zhou's pretentious appearance almost made me vomit. Zhou Jie is really using any means to get a gift. How could a good woman be so motherly? Watching Shuyi scrutinize himself up and down, Shuyi quickly patted her chest and promised, little brother, don't worry, I am an old driver on the cliff. The 20,000 brothers in the live broadcast room can testify. Me. Excellent driving skills, extremely fast speed, and extremely stable driving. Can a sports car drive? No problem, is it charged? Free, get in the car. Get up. Shuyi and Shuyi asked and answered questions one by one. After taking the car key from Suyu's hand, Shuyi chuckled and said, did the brothers in the live broadcast see it? This is the key for the supercar. The workmanship is so exquisite, not to mention, I thought it was a wooden carving. Sitting in the passenger seat, Shuyi said, let's go. Immediately. Shuyi bent down and nodded to express her apologies. Arriving at the driver's seat, Shuyi adjusted her selfie stick and saw Shuyi staring. Shuyi quickly explained, little brother, don't worry, I only take pictures of myself. Rich people are very concerned about privacy. She understands. Brothers, I have safely boarded the car. Don't forget what you promised me, remember to give me a wave of gifts. Shuyi looked at the gift special effects in the live broadcast room, her eyes laughing like a flower. Start the sports car. With a loud bang. Shuyi's whole eyes lit up. Except for live streaming reasons, she really wants to drive this supercar. Damn it, it's so refreshing. Shuyi shouted coquettishly. This back-pushing sensation is simply amazing. Ah. Refreshingly crooked. Live streaming room. Mom, what I watched was really a serious live broadcast, please believe me. Who is connected to the living room TV via Bluetooth, will die directly. Sister Zhou, please don't shout anymore, the cow is scared to death. Shuyi didn't expect that Shuyi was really good at driving supercars, and her driving skills were indeed decent. Little brother, let's play a song and listen. Shuyi just drove high. What song are you listening to? The Day on Yanjing East Road. Upon hearing these words, Bai Feifei in the back seat also perked up. She hasn't seen Shuyi sing this song in person yet. Can you drive and listen to this song? Shuyi shook his head. At the same time, he suddenly remembered that he had not yet drawn songs from the Chinese music library today. The system is awakened in the heart. The host is big, finally thinking of my baby. Yawn, I really miss you, I haven't been sleeping all the time. Shuyi said silently, draw a song. Ding dong. Congratulations to the host for selecting the song from the Chinese music library. The Most Dazzling Ethnic Style. Suyu's eyes flashed with a hint of surprise. Surprisingly, it's a song from the Phoenix Legend. On Earth, the Song of Phoenix Legend is known as the preparatory music library for square dance ante. At first, I even felt a bit drool. Once carefully studied, one can discover the beauty of this song and the high difficulty of its lyrics and music. This song incorporates many ethnic elements during its creation, such as the drum of Guangdong Lion Dance, folk songs of the Gaoshan ethnic group, traditional Chinese opera rap, Suona, and so on. As the saying goes, big voice is silent, and great form is beyond shape is invisible. Excellent works of art are always down to earth and can resonate with the public. Ding dong. The creative process, score, and all related techniques of the relevant songs have been synchronized with the host. Please accept them. Accept. Shuyi nodded. Okay, host the electronic version of the score and lyrics has been sent to your phone, not bad, Shuyi praised it. The system is happy and says, hehe, tongzi me, the main focus is on being considerate. Let's go. Shuyi will block the system. On the other hand, Zhou Shuyi was still chattering incessantly, little brother, listen to me and make sure to play the song, Days on Yanjing East Road. It's so beautiful, it's really amazing. Let's play it quickly. Don't let it go. Shuyi refused directly. The song, Days on Yanjing East Road, is not suitable for listening to while driving. I'll sing you a song suitable for racing. Shuyi took out his mobile phone, put it aside, clicked on TikTok, and launched the live broadcast. P.S. Any data before 100,000 words is very important. I beg the readers to give more rewards and bookshelves, sobbing.